Hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your timeless reading. I'm Gloria. Hello. I'm a spiritual medium and psychic development teacher, and I am here for some insights. I'm here to give you some insights in what the energy holds for you right now. Let's have a look. Some insights, some guidance. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let me know in the comments below how you feel about this reading. Let's dive into it. What does Virgo need to know? What does my beautiful Virgo need to know? At the time of recording this is almost your birthday season, Virgo. We're almost there. Almost there. So, let's see. What does Virgo need to know? For their highest and best good, and for the highest and best good of all. What does Virgo need to know? I've got 8 cards for you, Virgo. Let's just go for it. Whoa, Virgo. Ooh, so many changes are happening. Wait a minute. So many changes here are happening. Very interesting energies. So I've got some reverse cards on here. So I treat reverse cards a little bit differently. I really have to feel into the energy of each card to understand whether it's a reverse or actually not. And you've got quite a few over here, which I am actually feeling. I'm actually feeling them. So many changes. So many changes here, Virgo. Let's get started because I feel that there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack. So first of all, we have a 5 of Cups. And this is a card that, look at this. So this is a card that it's focusing on, I feel like you've been focusing a lot on what's not working rather than recognizing what's working and the progress that you've already made. And I feel that this has a lot to do with how you're feeling about yourself. Maybe there's something that has knocked your confidence down a little bit, because we do have a Magician over here, but this one is also reverse. So whenever the Magician comes out in a tarot card, this is always us, right? The Magician represents us. It represents how we are the co-creators of our life. The Magician works with all of the elements. So it's got the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the wands, and it alchemizes it all together to create infinite opportunities and infinite abundance. Now, with you looking very much at all the things that are going wrong and the Magician being reversed, I'm feeling that this is you not really believing in yourself, perhaps. You're choosing to focus on all of the things that you're not getting right instead of looking at what could potentially be actually working for you. There's also something with regards to commitment. We also have the Lovers reverse. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a love affair. It could be a love affair. If you feel like, when I started this reading, if you feel like it resonated in terms of somebody that you are in a relationship with or around love, then go for that. Allow your intuition to guide you, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. So we have the Lovers here. This is commitment. Okay, this is commitment. All of this is wait, because we also have the Knight of Cups over here, which is also a card that very often struggles with commitment. It's very enthusiastic, very much motivated, wants to do everything, but very often is talk and nothing of substance comes out because he doesn't fully commit. Okay, so all of these 4 cards together, what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo, now, maybe you're avoiding something. Virgo. There's opportunity for growth, and I feel like you're avoiding facing what needs to be faced and taking responsibility What is happening, Virgo? What is making you feel this way? Maybe you're feeling that the stuff that you need to overcome could be bigger. Maybe you thought that you had already worked on the stuff that it's coming to the surface to be healed. Maybe you thought that you had already, that this was done and dusted, but now it's coming up again and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that again. But all of this, the not facing it, is not allowing you to grow. It's keeping you stagnant. It's keeping you focusing on the wrong things, and it's not giving you the confidence that you need to move on and to grow. Okay, this is the moment of transition for you. We have the Six of Swords. Okay, this is a powerful moment of transition for you, Virgo, and you have a choice. Yeah, you have a choice here. You have the choice to show up and to take responsibility, look inside and see what needs to be healed. It could be that what needs to be healed actually comes from childhood. It comes from the past. We have the Page of Wands here and the Six of Cups, which is very much a card of childhood. It could be unresolved things from childhood that are not allowing you to fully be yourself. This is not allowing you to fully be yourself, to fully take action, to fully have fun with what you're doing. Hence, you're focusing on everything that's going wrong, right? Because whatever is happening here that is unresolved from childhood and from the past, or maybe from a young version of you, is blocking it, right? You're blocking yourself from experiencing everything that you could be experiencing, the growth, the evolution that you're here to experience. You're in a powerful moment of transition. If you do make the choice to grow, if you do make the choice to face these things that need to be faced, then there's a lot of reward for you. We have a Six of Wands here. You've got nothing to fear. You've got nothing to fear. Facing what you need to be facing, it's only going to bring you expansion, and I get that it can be really scary. I get that it can be very uncomfortable to face certain things, especially if you feel like they were already, that you already had dealt with them. I totally get that. But only good things are going to come for you by facing those things. Okay, it's only rewards success and really, really good things. Actually, the way that people see you is going to change as well. People are going to have a different view of you when you deal with those things, because your energy is going to change. Your energy is going to change. You're showing up for yourself in a different way. Don't have any fear, Virgo, around this. You're meant to do this. I feel like there's 3 more cards calling, so I'm going to pull them now. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So we have this 4 of Cups over here, which is like nobody else can do it for you. I know that it would be nice if somebody else could address those things for you and you didn't have to do the work. It would be really nice, wouldn't it? It would save us a lot. But it's only you. Only you can turn this around, okay? It's only you that can turn this around. A solution is not going to come out of thin air, okay? You actually have to face it. And Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury. You have a genius mind. You have a genius mind. You have ideas that you can really put towards this and that are going to help you face it. If this is something that you have already addressed, that you thought was done and dusted, why don't you try in a different way? Why don't you bring in a different point of view, or maybe a different way to address it? Let's say, for example, you've done a lot of whatever it is that you need to be facing. You've done a lot of therapy work, okay, towards it. And you're like, oh, I've been to therapy for like 7 years for this, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. I thought it was done and dusted, da da da. It doesn't mean that you have to go back to therapy for another 7 years, okay? No, you have a genius mind. You are very, very creative. There's a lot of creative energy that is being suppressed, right? So utilize that. Utilize your genius mind to find new ways to be dealing with this, okay? Because what worked before, it's very possible that it's not going to work now because you need something different. You're a different person. It is true that you already addressed it. It is true that you've already grown. It is true that you've already done so much towards this. And so the same way, possibly, no, it's not going to work. So see how different you can see it. Yeah. Again, from facing that, only joy, empowerment, victory, recognition, rewards, only those things are going to come. Only those things are going to come. Once you do that, you're really going to feel so much more empowered, so much more ready to face what you need to be facing. And I think that this it doesn't, I don't have anything that came up in this reading that tells me we're talking about your work, or we're talking about your love life, or we're talking about, your health. Like, this can really apply to everything, because it's something that you're afraid of facing. And this could be in any area of your life. Okay, maybe it's just one area of your life, maybe it's multiple areas, maybe it's one thing that you're refusing to face that affects loads of different things. Okay, so think about this. I really don't feel that this is just one thing. We're not just talking about your love life, as I said, or your health or your work. No, this, honestly, take whatever resonates with you. So when I say that there's something that you're not facing, what is the first thing that comes to mind for you? And that's the thing. Okay, for you it can be love, for somebody else it can be their health or their work, their career, whatever. Okay, so but what is important here is that you stand up. Yeah, because what's happening now, you're not allowing yourself to express yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to grow. You're keeping yourself small. Okay, and this is simply because of fear, or because of discomfort that can come from the idea of addressing this thing. But remember, that's just the idea. Okay, don't let your overthinking mind, Virgo, get in the way of this. Okay, if it's something that you've already addressed, it's probably going to take you a lot less than it took you the first time to overcome it this time. Okay, remember that it's all about peeling the layers. It's all about peeling the layers over here. Okay, I feel like there's two more cards. Yes, exactly. It's strength, right? You are absolutely strong enough to do this, Virgo. You're strong enough to address what needs to address. You're strong enough to overcome it. You're strong enough to create that change. Okay, we also have a Hierophant reverse, which could have to do with other people seeing you in a different way as a result of this. Okay, are you fearing that, Virgo? Are you fearing that people are gonna think of you differently? Because if they're thinking of you differently because you're being authentic to yourself, then that's great. Be authentic to yourself. Okay, that's all that matters. You're here to be yourself, Virgo. You are really here to just be yourself and nobody else. And being yourself is amazing, okay? Yourself, Virgo, is absolutely amazing. Remember that. So if there's people that are going to change once you address certain things, then it tells you more about them than it tells you about you, okay? It tells you that probably these are not the right people to be around, okay? Probably these people don't have your best interests at heart. If they change the way that they look at you or the way that they perceive you once you fully come into your own authenticity, okay? It is not worth it to edit yourself or to suppress yourself for the fear of how they are going to react, okay? Be yourself, Virgo. We need you. We absolutely need your authenticity. We need your creativity. I feel that a lot of this could have to do definitely with your self-expression. As I said, maybe different areas, but this has to do with your authenticity and with your own self-expression. So go back to those childhood themes. Go back to see what is it that still needs to be addressed, that is not necessarily fully done yet. The work has not been fully completed when you did it the first time. Go back, have a look at what it is, and face it head on now, because it's your time. Okay, Virgo, it's your time to grow. It's your time to show up with your authenticity, because honestly, the world really, really, really needs you at your most authentic. Okay, you are strong enough. You're strong enough. You are magical enough. You are beautiful enough. You are just enough. Your energy is enough for everything, Virgo. Use your genius mind and go for this. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.